New Yorkers, tonight is a big night. Ever since this race began, people have asked me why I was running here in this district, when it might have been so much easier to move away from this community and represent a different part of the city. Every time I was asked, I had the same answer. First, this place is my home. I have lived here for my entire adult life. I love the people of this community and what they represent. Why would I want to be any place else? And second, this district does not belong to me or to my opponents for that matter. It belongs only to the voters of this district, the New Yorkers who get up every day and busy themselves with building a better, fairer city. Those New Yorkers get to choose who best represents the people and values of this city. And you know what? I think the voters made themselves clear tonight. Before we go on, I want to take this opportunity to thank a few people. First, let me thank the incredibly hardworking Democratic clubs who volunteered all around on my behalf. Three Parks, Broadway Dems, Jim Owls, West Side Democrats, CRDC, and the Upper East Side Progressives. Thank you. You were out early in the mornings and late at night making my case to thousands of New Yorkers. I will always be grateful. Next, I want to appreciate my amazing community of endeavors and supporters, of endorsers and supporters. There are too many names to list here, but I'll try anyway. Council member and former Borough President Gail Brewer. Assembly member Linda Rosenthal. Former Borough President Ruth Messenger. Senator Brad Hoylman. Senator Cordell Clear. Comptroller Brad Lander. Former Comptroller Scott Stringer. My good old friend, Assemblymember Dick Gottfried. And soon-to-be Assemblymember Tony Simone. The terrific Working Families Party. And while they're not here tonight, I couldn't possibly forget Senator Elizabeth Warren and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. I can't forget to thank my incredible campaign team and our hundreds of volunteers who have worked tirelessly on street corners and outside subway stops throughout one of New York's hottest ever summers.
Climate change.
And I certainly can't forget to mention the small army of former Nadler staffers who worked on this campaign, many of them from far away. Now, a few campaign names I'd especially like to acknowledge. Dan Rubin, who is a remarkably steady hand and can solve even the most difficult communications crises. Mark Guma, who provided sage, brilliant strategic wisdom on everything and produced fantastic mail and TV. My amazing, full of smarts and energy co-campaign managers, Olivia Glenn Raynor and Julian Gerson. They sure got the job done, didn't they? Rob Gottheim. My longtime district director and all-around spectacular utility player who works harder and more doggedly than anyone. And of course, my irreplaceable Chief of Staff, Amy Rutkin. As she is fond of saying, she really likes to win. No one can build coalitions, score big progressive victories, or lead a winning campaign like she can. Thank you for always fighting for us so fiercely for me and with me. I'm so proud of tonight's victory, and I'm thrilled that we were able to win while remaining committed to our principles of kindness and progressivism. Thank you all for shouting my name roughly 10,000 times each over the past 3 months. Finally, and most importantly, I want to acknowledge my family. I'm so fortunate to have my wife Joyce by my side tonight, as well as my son Michael, his wife Lissy, and my grandchildren Allison and Aaron. Your support has sustained me throughout the hardest moments of this race. I love each of you, even those not yet old enough to vote for me, very much. I've spoken this evening with Congresswoman Maloney and Mr. Patel, both of whom have graciously conceded. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge each of them. First, Mr. Patel Siraj. Mr. Patel. Siraj is an exceptionally bright and committed young leader, and this race was made stronger for his candidacy. Our city needs voices like his, pushing its leaders to meet the needs of tomorrow. Carolyn Maloney and I have spent much of our adult lives working together to better both New York and our nation. I speak for everyone in this room tonight when I thank her for her decades of service to our city. Now I stand before you tonight deeply humbled to be your Democratic nominee for New York's 12th Congressional District. I'm humbled by the way we worked together to achieve this victory. We won with votes from the East Side and the West Side, from Gramercy and Riverside, and with the hard work of New Yorkers, young and old. We built a coalition made up of stagehands in Chelsea and nurses in Yorkville, and yes, maybe a professor or two in the Upper West Side. I'm humbled that so many New Yorkers found themselves moved by our shared belief in principled progressivism, and that I will return to Congress with a mandate to fight for the causes so many of us know to be right. But most of all, I'm humbled by the example set by the New York leaders who came before me, men and women whose legacies I work to honor every day. Bella Abzug, Ted Weiss, William Fitzryan, Ruth Messenger. These were leaders who recognized wrong in our world and refused to look away. When no one wanted to listen, they made themselves heard. When confronted with discrimination and withering exclusion, they fought for change. And they fought like New Yorkers, with compassion and toughness in equal measure. Now, we don't face the same fights today that Bella Abzug faced in her day, but we face vast challenges all the same. Insurrectionists, elected and not, roam the halls of Congress. A stacked Supreme Court has bulldozed our rights and wants to eliminate even more. Gun violence permeates every corner of our country. And with sea levels rising and temperatures soaring, our future on this planet has never been more at risk. I know how overwhelming these challenges can feel. I know that when confronted with fights as massive as those that lie before us, it can feel impossible to do anything but surrender. But here is the thing. I'm a New Yorker, just like Bella Abzug and Ted Weiss and Bill Ryan and Ruth Messenger. And we New Yorkers just don't know how to surrender. New Yorkers, stand up and fight. When it comes to unpacking our Supreme Court, I'm going to stand up and fight. We're going to end the scourge of gun violence in America because we're going to stand up and fight. We're going to restore abortion access across our entire nation. And I'm going to stand up and fight to protect and expand our other fundamental rights too. All of you in this room and many others stood up over these past few months and fought for me. All I can offer in return is my solemn promise to head back to Washington and do the same for you. Thank you for being with me, New York, and onward to Democratic victory in November.